Everyone is talking about how explosive Oleg Petrenko is heading into East vs. West 24. And yeah, the guy is an absolute truck. But if you actually sit down and look at the tape from his past matches, there is a massive flaw in his game. Oleg historically struggles against guys who have elite pronation and a strong open Toproll defense. And honestly, he is pulling the absolute worst person to have this specific weakness against. Today, we need to talk about why Oleg's wrist is in serious danger, and how monster Michael Todd has the perfect style to completely crack his hand. Let's break it down. To really understand this flaw, you have to go back to Oleg's match against the GOAT, John Brzenk. John showed us the exact blueprint on how to beat Petrenko. What did John do? He didn't try to out-hit Oleg. He used his incredible pronation and open Toproll defense to just catch Oleg right in the center of the table. Whenever Oleg surged, John's hand control just cracked Oleg's wrist back. It proved a crucial point. If Oleg loses his wrist, he simply cannot find the angle to pin.
Here we go. Petrenko starts.
He struggled immensely against John's open Toproll defense, and once his hand was compromised, he was out of options. And if you think that was just a John Brzenk being a legend thing, look at Oleg's recent match against Nugo Chikadze. Oleg won that match, but Nugo exposed that the weakness is still there. Even though Nugo was at a major leverage disadvantage, he still managed to crack Oleg's wrist. It reinforced what Brzenk showed us. If you can absorb Oleg's initial explosive hit and just lay into him with heavy back pressure, his cup will give way. His hand just isn't unbreakable. So you have to ask yourself, if guys like John and Nugo can compromise Oleg's wrist, what happens when he faces a guy whose entire career is built on bleeding your hand dry? Enter Michael Todd. Michael isn't going to try to outspeed Oleg or match his raw power on the go. He's setting a trap. Michael's whole game plan is to drop under the table, lock his bone structure in that defensive king's move, and make Oleg carry his entire body weight. When Oleg throws that massive diagonal hit, all that pressure is going to dump straight into his own fingers and wrist. Michael doesn't need to flashpin him. He just needs to wait for Oleg's hand to crack. And, based on what we saw in John's match, it's going to happen. Once Oleg loses his cup, I think he cannot go offensive. He relies way too much on being offensive, and without his wrist, he won't be able to generate the finishing side pressure he needs to press through Michael's frame. It will be the same result. How lose to Devon too? And I think Michael has the ability to do what Devon did to Oleg, to win the match.
Absorbs it like a frontal zone. To his hand and wrist. He starts.
He's just going to burn out his bicep trying to hold on to the monster. And Michael is going to slowly climb over the top to press him into the pad. And I think, in Oleg level right now, he doesn't have the strong riser and back pressure like what Ermis have. He cannot replicate what Ermis did to win the match against Michael Todd. So, my official prediction? Michael Todd survives the match, breaks Oleg's wrist, and takes it through pure endurance. But hey, I could be wrong. Does Oleg have enough raw side pressure to just flash pin the monster right through the table? Or does he copy Ermis's training method when he faced Michael Todd? Drop your honest predictions in the comments. Hit that subscribe button to join the channel, and I'll see you guys at the table.